Good morning and welcome to the Elevate Renatus team call. This is your host, Keely Austin. Today is Thriving Thursday. It's July 2nd. And as of right now, we have 37 participants on the line. Make sure that you reach out to your team. We don't want any ICMs left behind. Today we get to learn from a wonderful individual. Her name is Wanda Carrasquillo. Wanda is just so inspiring. What she's been able to do with this program and this opportunity is very amazing. And if you're on Wanda's team, you are fortunate. So some of Wanda's background, she was born in Puerto Rico and she earned herself 2 master's degrees despite many life challenges. And in her career, she was always succeeding in many ways, but only to an extent where she would hit the ceiling. And she was always trading time for dollars. She's always had an entrepreneurial spirit and has always been looking for different business things to do on the side of her career. And none of those really ever turned into anything. And so when Wanda found Renatus, it really let her entrepreneurial spirit go. And she has been able to do so much with this opportunity. So about 3 years ago is when Wanda found Renatus, and her first year alone, or in her first 8 months alone, she earned herself 6 figures and has continued to do so each year after. She is recognized by our CEO, Bob Snyder, as a key leader and is on the PIT team, meaning the President's Advisory Council in training. She has completed around 20 real estate transactions and has built a large team of entrepreneurs who are succeeding as she has. And we're very fortunate to get to learn from Wanda this morning. Good morning, Wanda. How are you?
Good morning, Kitty. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, you sound great.
Perfect. All right, guys. I'm so excited about today. And again, Kelly and I, we always kind of in the same path. I was listening to this, the money making activities, the video, and the story of M&M resonate with what I'm going to tell you today, because I want to talk about challenges. I want to talk about overcoming. And I want to play a video for you guys that is from Les Brown. And Les Brown has been one of my best inspirational people of all times. And this speech that I'm going to share with you today, he did it in Georgia. And I believe I was sitting in that audience because I was part of this, my first organization that I joined to do business with, Amway. Even Bob Snyder was doing Amway too, but back in the 90s. And I was sitting in that audience listening to him. And I think I even took a picture. I was looking through my picture, but it's probably in my storage. But it inspires me because sometimes we just judge people and label people as something. And then all the challenges in their life, and because you label that person like mentally retarded or whatever, HDD or whatever, all these acronyms that they label people in schools, the kids will believe it and they will not progress. But Les Brown has that experience, and he stopped those labels because one teacher told him that he was better than that. And then he started to make his dream possible. And I want to share this with you. So I don't know if I have the host capacity, but I'm going to.
I'll make you host right now.
Share, please. So I can share this video. The video is long, but I'm just going to share about 10 minutes of this video. But I want you to pay attention because it talks about the dreams. And this year has been so challenging in many ways, not only for us, not only for me, but the entire world. And normally we start the year with dreams and with aspiration and with goals and targets and all of that. But life plays us differently. And sometimes we just get to the point that we are like, okay, I'm done. But I want you to reset your clock and begin. Today is July 2nd, and it's like the last 6 months of the year. So we are halfway the year. And I don't know what else the world is going to happen, what else is going to happen in the world. But for us, you can reset the time again and begin this journey of these next 6 months and do it better and continue with your dreams. So let me share this video with you. And like I said, it's going to be, I'm going to stop the video because it's longer. So start the broadcast, and I'm going to stop at about 7 to 10 minutes, but I want you to pay close attention because I want to have a conversation with you after we finish this little clip that I'm going to show you. Can you see my screen, Kelly?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
You, Les Brown.
Yes.
What I'd like for you to do right now, I want you to think about your dream, because I'm in a room full of dreamers. Think about your dream right now. I want you to think about it and envision it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me share something with you. I do not believe that any of us have dreams that were not given to us for the purpose of accomplishing those particular dreams. And I want to share something with you that has changed my life. I started out, as was indicated by Jack, it's very humble beginnings. I don't know what that dream is that you have. I don't care how far-fetched it might appear to be. I don't care how disappointing it might have been as you've been working toward that dream. But here's what I know, that dream that you're holding in your mind, that it's possible. Let's say that together, please. It's possible. See, sometimes we can't say, I can do that. But what we can say, that it's possible that I can have my dream. As we run toward it, as we work on it day in and day out. No one, ladies and gentlemen, could have convinced me when I started out just over 6 years ago, working on my dream. And I want you to think about whatever your dream is, because I was willing to take a chance, and most people won't do that. Most of the people that you talk to.
Conversion is what you're paying for when you run a paid advertising campaign. If you're not doing everything you can
to try and bring them into the business. These are not risk takers. Most people have done all that they're ever going to do. They raise a family, they earn a living, and then they die. But people who are running toward their dreams, life has a special kind of meaning. And here's what I will share with you, that in the process of working on your dreams, you are going to incur a lot of disappointment, a lot of failure, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. But in the process of doing that, you will discover some things about yourself that you don't know right now. What you will realize is that you have greatness within you. What you'll realize is that you're more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine. What you will realize is that you are greater than your circumstances, that you don't have to go through life being a victim. As Jack indicated, I was born in Miami, Florida, in an area called Liberty City, in an abandoned building on a hard linoleum floor with my twin brother. We were 6 weeks of age, we were adopted. When I was in 5th grade, I was identified as EMR, labeled educable, mentally retarded, put back from the 5th grade into the 4th grade, and stayed in that category until I got out of high school. I don't have any college training, but I met a high school teacher who one day changed my life. I was waiting on another student, and when he came in, he said to me, "Young man, go to the board and write what I'm about to tell you." And I said, I can't do that, sir. He said, "Why not?" I said, "I'm not one of your students." He said, "It doesn't matter, follow my directions now." I said, "I can't do that, sir." He said, "Why not?" I said, "Because I'm educable, mentally retarded." And he came from behind his desk and he looked at me He said, don't ever say that again. Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. And that man, Mr. Leroy Washington, did something for me. He started planting seeds in my mind that enabled me to begin to dream, as Dexter has been doing for you. And ladies and gentlemen, I started working on my dream. And most people don't work on their dreams. Why? For many years I didn't. One is because of fear. The fear of failure. What if things don't work out? And the fear of success. What if they do and I can't handle it? The other thing is that most people, ladies and gentlemen, they get comfortable. They stop growing, they stop working on themselves, they stop stretching, they stop pushing themselves, and they end up becoming very cynical about life, and they throw in the towel on themselves, and on their families, and on their dreams. And the other thing is that most people don't feel worthy. What I'm doing now, I could have been doing years ago, but because I did not have a college education, because I didn't believe in myself, because I allowed other people's opinion of me to control my destiny, I didn't act on my ideas. So I applaud you for your dreaming, for your running toward your dream. I applaud you for believing in yourself, because that's what life is about, stretching and challenging, looking for ways that you can begin to improve yourself. And ladies and gentlemen, as a result of stretching out, of acting on my dream, and I don't know what that dream is for you, I can tell you that it's possible. No one could have convinced me that after just over 6 years, I will have my own book entitled Live Your Dreams. Just over 6 years, I will have 5 specials on public television. Just over 6 years, I've done motivational speaking for AT&T, Procter & Gamble, McDonald's Corporation, Xerox, IBM. Just over 6 years. I will now have my own talk show that will premiere on Monday, Labor Day. I'm saying to you, your dream is possible. Your dream is possible. But not only is it important that you believe and begin to know that it's possible for you to live your dream as you run toward it, but I've done something that I want to share with you called Choosing Your Future. In fact, I've developed a set of tapes talking about how to begin to create.
Okay, so that's the clip. I just wanted to show you. It's, you know, it's longer, but I just wanted to show you this. Will
you share the link to that in the chat, please?
Let me.
Or maybe on Facebook.
Yeah, let me pick.
I want to watch that whole thing. That was really good.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Let me see if I can. Let me send it to myself and then I send it to you guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So basically, what I want you to think is about your dreams. We all started Renatus because of a dream. We all started here because we wanted to do something to have a better future, right? But where are we at now? I know we are full of fear. We have to wear the mask. We have to, you know, all these coronavirus, all these things that are happening in the world. And for more that we want to disconnect, it's still there. So it's a reality. It's a new norm. We are changing our business to go online, everything, you know, so you miss those connections of the face-to-face. The other day, I was able to meet one of my team members and she closed one of the sales, you know, like, and so one essentials course to the girl. So, but I felt good that we were able to be in presence, not over the Zoom, but with the mask and the distance and all of that, all these different things that I couldn't hold it. I'm like, okay, I just hug you from the distance, from here. But you know, and Latinos, we like to be hugging and kissing and all of that. And we have to take precautions. But all of that have changed and probably have limited the dreams that you have. and the way that you operate your business. So what I want you to start thinking is, what are those dreams? What is what you did at the beginning to sign up, and why is stopping you now from moving forward? So I want to start the conversation, and feel free to, kind of talk about what Les Brown inspired you. Even if he was labeled mentally retarded or whatever through school, he was able to complete his dream because he said it's possible. Whatever you have in your mind is possible. And I'm reading a book. Let me see if I can reach it so I can show you this, the reference. I'm reading this book. It's called The Ancient Secrets of a Master Healer. Let me see. Can you see it? No. I will put that.
If you put it like in front of your face, then we can see it.
Oh, okay. I have the background. I don't think it's
never mind.
I have this background thing that it doesn't let me show it. But anyway, it's called The Ancient Secrets of Master Healer. And I know the author. Actually, he was in the retreat that I went to Bali with, and he talks about healing and all of that, natural healings. But the main thing is 3 items. And these 3 items is basically that you need to know your why. Why? What do you want? What do you want? Is the main question. Number 1, what do you want? And that's have to do with the dreams and so on, right? Number 2, treat everybody that you see and encounter like they are godless. God, like treat people with respect, treat people, everybody, like unexpected guests, treat them with respect, treat them with kindness, treat them right. And number 3, be grateful. And write 3 grateful things at least every night before you go to bed. Write them or say it aloud or think about it, but be grateful all the time. So those 3 things are like key for you to continue moving forward and having success. And there are many, many, many stories in that book of successful things that when you know what you want and you decide, this is what I want, and this is how I treat people, and I'm grateful for, those 3 things will get you into accomplish your dreams. So let's start the conversation, and who would like to contribute or ask questions or do continue the conversation on this topic?
I just wanted to share something really quick.
Yes,
what stood out to me about what you shared in the video is the teacher who changed Les Brown's life, really. And we want to be the person to do that for other people.
Yes, definitely. And we started in a group. We started this group almost, a month and a half ago, or probably 2 months. It just started, and quickly we've been meeting every day from 1 to 3 Mountain Time. And we do money-making activities, but we mastermind and we bring ideas and so on together. And I think yesterday or the day before, one of the girls, Carla, she said, "You inspire me so much." And it's not about me, right? But I feel like I have a calling to inspire others. So when she said that, I was like, oh, I know I'm accomplishing something because I want to inspire people. I want to be that seed. Like I told last week with this young man who came and did the drawing and everything in school. When I was a teacher, that's what I wanted to do. Just inspire people to do better. And I always pick the kids who were like in dropout prevention, actually. So I try to say, no, you can do this. And I still do that. Like anybody who wants to complete their dreams, I know it's possible. Like Brown said, it's possible. So you can do whatever you decide to do, you can do it. There's no limit. I have, you guys know Eloy, and he posted on Facebook, like he's under construction and that he will be back soon. But I just posted on the comments and I said, you just need some tender loving care. And that's what it is. Sometimes we just need that tender loving care, that you know that it's possible, that you know and you trust yourself, that you can do this business. You can do this business. It's not like something so difficult to do, but it takes time and dedication. It takes study. So I encourage you to take time to do your classes. Like right now, I'm going and reviewing some of the classes. Why? Because I think I rushed through the classes at the beginning 3 years ago. And there's some things that I have failed on doing in my deals and on my, as a CEO or as a business owner, that I need to review. Why? Because I rushed through the classes at the beginning because I just wanted to be on a deal so quickly. And sometimes it's better to just slow down, take the classes, and absorb all the content and apply it correctly so you don't see failures. Because then you say, oh, Renato's failed me. No, you failed yourself because you didn't apply the concepts the way they were taught. Or you follow somebody else who was not a teacher or the instructor that we have. So those are things that we need to be conscious about it, because we have the best education. And if you study and if you learn the concept and apply it as they're being taught, you succeed. But if you do it on your own, or you do it with somebody else who is like blind, leading the blind, then we fail. And I've been there doing that, so I don't want you to be there. So tell me more, guys. Thank you, Kelly, for your comments. Anybody else would like to address this issue of moving forward, resetting the clock to set up your dreams again and continue on in this journey? We have 2 more quarters in this year to make it happen. You still can do it.
Hi, Wanda.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Gilda. How are
Hilda,
you doing?
hello.
Yeah.
I don't see you. I see the beach and everything behind
yes,
you.
yeah. So
I don't see you.
what I got about the video, that was awesome, and I really love that. I watched that actually a while back, because when I think someone recommended Liz Brown, and so I was like going through his video online that I could get, and I was able to watch some of it. But it's been a while, so that was a great refresher. But it's a great video. And one thing that really stuck on me with that video, because it's like when you dream, and I told my kids this actually as they were growing up, little by little, aside from telling them do with what you absolutely love to do and have a business on the side. So even if it's like a W-2, if that's what you love, that's what your dream is, but have something on the side that's like as a business. And I don't care if it's like a limited stand or whatever, whatever it is you love to do. So I always tell them that, and I always tell them, because I said, do not let anyone tell you any different, not even me. And I'm your mommy and I love you so much. I'm your biggest fan, in the whole, entire world. And,
Yes.
follow your dream. And so, because I tell them, I don't know, I get it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I tell them that, if you dream of it, I mean, God put that in your brain for you to achieve that. So don't let anyone, tell you that you can't do it, or something.
Yes. Thank you for sharing, Gilda.
So,
and Les Brown just mentioned it. He said, if you have the dream, it's because it's the seed that God had put there for you to improve, and you have the power to complete it.
right.
You have all the potential to do it. If you got it in your head and you have that idea, it's because it's possible for you.
Correct.
So whatever you created, when you started Renato's, when you started this business, you started with the idea, you're going to become a real estate investor. It's possible. It's possible for you to create the wealth that you desire, the things that you want in life. It's possible. It's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. You will find bumps in the road, and the journey it's not going to be easy, but it's possible. It's possible. And it's just to continue on and continue on with your dreams. So what do you want? What is the question? What do you want? If we have right now an alien coming down to Earth and you ask them, what do you want? They're going to say immediately, I'm coming to take you. I'm coming to study your brain. They know exactly what do they want, if that's the case, right?
Right.
But
right.
sometimes you say, what do you want? And you like, I don't really know what I want, you know. Or you just put an amount there. I was for many months, I was putting this amount. And I'm like, no, hold on. It's not about the amount. It's about how many people I'm going to be able to impact, how many people I'll be able to help. Remember, the more people you help, the more things you will get. So it's about helping others, helping others to have dreams. There are many people who don't have dreams. And you have to be that person who inspire them to continue on and put those dreams together and to help them to find a way to accomplish those dreams. That's why relationship in this business is so important. Build a relationship with the person. Yesterday, I was talking to two young girls. They're probably in their 20s. And they were admire me because they're like, oh, we want to learn, for somebody who has the experience, because we don't want to fail, or, and that's the smart way to do it. But I didn't force the business. They knew about Renatus, obviously. They came to me because they wanted to know more. But instead of me just presenting everything they can do in Renatus, I was like, what do you want? Oh no, we want to, we're young and we want to create our wealth and we want to create and learn more and so on. And that's the kind of person that you want to say, okay, here's the vehicle. Here's the vehicle, and you can complete all those dreams that you have by using this education. And I go straight to the education. I just, when I promote Renatus, I promote Renatus. Why? Because it's an education institution. And I said, okay, so you have these courses that you can take. You have this education. So I learned my 3 services, my essentials, the profits, and the AIT. These are the prices. These are the classes that you will take. And this is how you will take them. So that's the type of follow-ups that I do. And then they make the decision. What are you capable of? Are you capable for the EXP 23,000 cash, or the AIT 20,000 cash, or only profit 3,000, or essential 2,000? What are you capable of? What do you want? And when they know that, they pick the services that they want and they can afford at that moment, and you help them to complete their dreams and move forward, right? And I always talk about the compensation plan, because me personally, it's part of my story. I had to do marketing because I lost my job. So I don't hide it. I just tell people. I didn't know it at the beginning that I can do marketing. Nobody told me until a few months later. So, but it was good because it came at the right time, right, for me. But now it's part of my story. That's what I can say. Okay, you can have 2 streams of income. You can study, you can learn the systems and everything that we are teaching you, that you're learning in Renatus, and apply those concepts to become real estate investor. And at the same time, share this education with others. So that's the cycle of wealth, the wealth cycle, right? And that's how you just study, learn, apply. Study, learn, and apply. And then you can create your wealth according to your dreams. Whatever you desire to do in your life, you can complete it. It's possible, like Les Brown said. As long as you learn to market the school, you can create that income in your marketing side and then apply your concepts into the real estate or into the business if you're starting to promote profits for business owners who wants to improve their business or who wants to begin their business. There's many people who has those ideas of, I want to open a restaurant, I want to open this, I want to do this or that. Give them the opportunity to learn to do it correctly by learning with Mark Collar and how to create the organization, how to do the business plan, how to set up their budgets. Have them learn through Rob Sperry in how to promote it online. And every one of those, like with Woody, with everything on the drive. Are you applying the drive into your practices? That's one of the things that I did with the girl when I was meeting with her. After she signed up and everything, I said, I know her. I have met her from, I think, 10 years ago, but I was able to show her the cards. I said, okay, let's put all this in order. And surprisingly, she was just like me, director, validator. I'm like, okay, we are just like the same. So that make her relate more to me, right? When you know their drive, you can relate more to people. You can accomplish more. So how many of you know them? Know their drive like from A to Z? How many of you are using drive? Okay. I want more interaction, please.
I use it, Wanda. So I didn't realize I got, I'm muted. So yeah, I do use it when I talk to people, but I actually been using it just texting it to them, not so much as showing the cards, because especially lately I've been doing it online, and so I've been texting it and just to ask them, just give them the instructions, and then they're able to do that. And it's really, it's great. So I do, I do use it. So working on on using it more and more. And
awesome.
yeah, so that's, that's my my thing. But I'm still like back to where we were, earlier, and I'm still, even despite with all this what's going on in the world, I'm still, pushing. And this is just one of the things that we encounter. If you want to be successful, there's always going to be like, problems that, comes your way. Like Liz Brown said, there's going to be some disappointments. There's going to be failure. There's going to be pain, setbacks, defeats. You're going to feel like, but just keep pushing. Just keep pushing, because you will get to your goal if you do that. And you're going to realize the giant that you have in you that you did not know. But it's been sitting there. It's been, it's been sleeping when you are actually not doing what you want. You're not working, going towards what your goal is. So that's, I was going to add that one.
Correct. Thank you, Hilda, for contributing. And I wanted more participation, not only Hilda and I. So,
yeah, hey,
anybody else?
Wanda?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. This is Joey Backowitz in Chicago.
Hi, Joey.
And
yes.
Hi. Yeah. Hey, listen, Les Brown is good, but Wanda, you're better. You're better because you show how to do it. You could say you could build a giant building, but I mean, you show up with a hammer and nails and a shovel, and so that's no, it's really good. You're inspirational. Hey, the drive system is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Okay.
Yes.
And I know what I am now, and I'm a relator validator, and it's hard for me to relate to the other three. Okay, obviously, and I'm trying, and I keep going this over and over. You know what the Joey B solution is? I've got on my team a woman named Monica Nowicki. I don't know if you guys know her. Okay, she just became 5-star 2 weeks ago. She's a 5-star 2 weeks ago. And
Awesome.
she's fired up like crazy, not because she's a 5-star, but because of the new compensation plan and because of profits. But this is the way we work together. I have always known that she is the exact opposite of me. She's young, she's beautiful, she's a female, but she's also a director, intellectual, and
executive.
even a little bit of executive. We're the exact opposites. We do Zooms together, we do meetings together. And if you can recognize people in your organization that are complementary to you, or even they're the same, but we're complementary. We just started doing Zooms together. We're doing meetings together, and you cover all the bases if you have somebody who is complementary to you. And Monica Nowicki is intelligent, smart. Lifestyle's important to her, but she helps me together. We get things done. We started Airbnb as soon as we heard about it 3-4 years ago.
Awesome.
So I tell everybody, you could learn it, but like my father used to say, every boxer has a plan until he gets punched in the nose. And when you're in a meeting and you're trying to analyze who they are, you're thinking about that and this and that. So to a certain extent, you're not being yourself. And I don't mean that in a derogatory manner, but if you're thinking about the next thing you're going to say, and the next thing you say is going to be based on a drive system, it's kind of clunky. But if you have a person complementary to you in nature, you cover all the bases, or at least 4 out of 5 bases, and the other one, you'll connect in some way, shape, or form. And I had a theory from one of my bosses probably 50 years ago, and he said, never go into a meeting by yourself. Always, he said, when he was a lawyer, he would take a secretary with him, whatever. And if you go into a meeting with people, I always go to meet people, but if it comes to a closing situation, I try to bring somebody with me. And this new compensation plan we have is unbelievable for building teams. It's unbelievable. You help them make 23 grand, which is the price of our education, our whole, if they become 5-star, you help them, you make at least 27 grand. And then if they get the package, you make 38,000 or whatever it is. So this new plan, the drive system, and the incorporation of profits, the timing I believe the timing could not be better. With the disasters that, with the stuff that's been going on for the last 3-4 months. If you talk to my mentor, Bob Tierney, he'll say, keep him away from computers. I mean, I struggle with, just putting people in, and now I'm learning how to do the Helios, but it's forcing me to do it. And, with the drive system, I'll tell you a project that I would like to have on is, we have Scott, we have Bob Tierney, but then, I start looking at people like Michael Huggins and this Umar guy. They're different. Umair Hag or Haig.
Yes.
Yeah. And those guys appeal to other people. So, I try to run them through, I have a meeting, I have 1, possibly 2 meetings today, and I use stuff that I learned from like Dane Clark. Set up a meeting in a week, but make them watch stuff in between. It's perfect. So, I'll tell you, everything we got here, you know, the most important thing is, Michael Huggins says, is keeping a positive mental attitude. That's hard to do. I mean, that's really hard to do. So you need to, you know, just connect with other people on your team or people outside the team, you know, that are in Renatus. And implementing the drive is one thing. Understanding it is another thing. And just jumping into it is the beginning. So, you know, the thing about this drive system is when Monica got excited about, you know, profits, and it was what I had in my subconscious mind is that she's the opposite of me. And that's why we work together. You know, she's detail oriented. You give her a project, she'll grind it out. You know, she's phenomenal. She's phenomenal. But she defined it. She called me up and said, Joey, I got the drive system. This is why we're the opposites. You're a relator validator. I'm a director, intellectual, and, you know,
an executive.
A little bit of an executive. I said, it's perfect. You know,
yes,
it's like
and that's a compliment.
Yin and I'm the yang.
That's the compliment. Correct.
Okay.
And sometimes, but thank you so much, Joey. Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking about when we complement each other, because we use our strengths, right, to do better. And I don't have the capacity for something. I'm a director validator, so I'm kind of all over the place. I do need more intellectuals and executives in my life, definitely, to organize me. So on that complement, so between Monica and you have been able to make a great team because you complement each other, right?
Yeah.
And that's awesome. That's awesome.
And she's 5-star now. And
awesome.
It's just, Bob Snyder is incredible. And I hear a lot of things about him, but he's truly a visionary. And, you know, I don't know what else he's coming up with, but I'll you know, I'll put the down payment right now on whatever he thinks he's coming up with, because it's a foreboding of not a foreboding, but a foretelling of the future almost, you know. And you know, everybody needs like you were saying, you know, you know, I got 3 kids, they're grown up, and you know, they got good jobs, they got good marriages, and you know, they have their own identity, and they do stuff like that. So that, you know, that's my success thing here. But they all have, and I'm showing them the not the BIF system, but the profits and the drive system right now. And the young people, they think they get this stuff right away. You know, they get it right away. So
yeah,
you know,
and that's the beauty. That's the beauty, that right now we are moving into a direction that, yes, we have this generation of folks who has a great experience for so many years in business, but then we have this new generation, like you say, Michael Hoggins, Sumer. They're young, they're vibrant, they're always improving and looking for new ways of doing things. And it's amazing because we all learn from each other. We all support each other. We move forward with vision, with encouragement, with all the dreams. And that's what is important. Once you know what you want, what you desire to do, you can accomplish. It's possible. Like Les Brown said, it's possible.
Absolutely.
You guys in your area now with your team members, you're creating a momentum. And that momentum will create difference in the life of many people in your area and across the world, because now we are expanding across the world, right? So it's just knowing the tools that we have in hand to deliver, and to deliver to everybody around the world, because profits you can sell anywhere in the world. And now with 7.8 billion people in the world, do you think you can sell some profits?
Amen.
You know, it's just like the matter of how are we going to promote outside our circle of influence and go to the strangers. I had done a Super Saturday in which I show the different levels of interactions that you have with people. You have your family members and your friends who are close to you. Then you have your acquaintance, and then you have the strangers. And strangers, imagine how many are strangers that are cold market that you can reach out and you can start promoting. And our job is marketing. We do marketing for Renatus as an ICM, is independent contractor marketer. So we contract independently with Renatus to market Renatus. So we do marketing for Renatus. And I'm proudly said that to people, just, oh, I market the school. So aside from my deals and everything else that I do market the school. And I market by putting publicity or by talking to people, different ways to market. So what we need is to improve our marketing skills to deliver this message more and spread our wings in a different way that we can reach to more people, right? Especially now online,
Absolutely.
just learn it, learn the skills. And in this group that we meet in A1, those are the things that we're doing. We learn about LinkedIn, we learn about Canvas, we learn other things, you know, strategies. We're creating ads and people are posting and reaching out. And yes, it takes some time for the learning process and the learning curve. But once you get it, hey, there's no limits. You can do and reach out everything.
The key to doing it is doing it, though.
Yes,
I mean, I couldn't understand Helios or any of that. And then I just said, I got to do it. And I started hitting buttons and I go, holy cow, this is really neat. So, you know, there's nothing to it but to do it. But to do it is the hardest thing, you know, to just get started with it. So,
correct.
No, good. Hey, is your Zoom, is that a Zoom call? Wanda, is that a Zoom call that you have, or what is it, your meeting?
Yes, it is a Zoom call, and Aurora also asked for that. We meeting at 1 o'clock every day. We've been doing this for almost 2 months, I think. But we're meeting from 1 to 3 Mountain Time, and we created a chat. The chat has about 40 people now. And we post there things, you know, ideas for marketing, and then we also meet in the chat, in the Zoom. So let me put the Zoom number here, the Zoom address, and you can jump in today if you want. Zoom. Okay, I'm gonna put the ID number. The ID number is 2111 80 784 81. That's the Zoom ID. 2111 8784 81. And just jump in and we share ideas. If we have, for example, a prospect, sometimes what do I say now? You know, this prospect. So we have this group supporting each other. We started meeting. We were like at the beginning, you know, like I said, 40, then we dropped like 20 something, but constantly we have between 18, 15, 20 people every day we're meeting. So, and we just, you know, supporting each other and crying in the shoulders because sometimes things are not necessarily easy. Let me see, Isa said, hi, I just started have no idea where to start, how to present the school, where, oh, congratulations, Isa. Thank you for joining, and join us in the group, and we go over that, connect with people. Yes, and Kelly said the 10-step training is awesome in Helios. That's where you can begin to learn more about how to market the school. The meeting is at 1 Mountain Time, so that is 3 Eastern and 12 Pacific. So, and you can just join in that Zoom ID 2111 8784 81, and I'd be happy to answer any questions. We go over marketing strategies, skills, and so on. I am putting together, which tonight I'm going to be presenting the follow-up at the Elevate meeting. 7 o'clock, and I added a graphical way of showing the compensation plan. So I'm excited because I try to always, big concept, I simplified big concept. That's something that I love to do. So I have created this graphic that shows how you can make money using the compensation plan. And
Wanda,
I'm gonna,
are you
yes,
doing that in English or Spanish?
English. It's gonna be in English, but
okay.
we have it in Spanish too. But it's English tonight. It's in English. So if you look for Laura, Laura is the host. Laura Black. She's the host of the Elevate meetings. You can join and register. Please register, because I know everybody from all the communities come, but sometimes you forget to register. But register in the event. And tonight I'm doing the follow-up meetings. But this afternoon, I'm going to practice the particular part of the compensation plan. So if you want to learn more about the compensation plan and how it works and how you can make money, then join us at 1, and I'm going to practice to see. This is the beauty, because in this group, like, I put a presentation together, I show it to people, you give me feedback, I modify it, and then we get it better presentations and so on. So
Wanda,
it's a very good cooperation.
What days of the week do you do it? The 1 to 3. What day?
Every day. We're meeting every day from
Saturday,
1 to 3.
Sunday too? Saturday, Sunday.
No, Saturday and Sunday not. I'm sorry, from Monday to Friday. But Friday we do presentations. So you can look into the calendar, and it shows a luncheon. And in lunch on
so
Friday,
you're into calendar.
Yeah, in the calendar only for Fridays for lunch.
Okay.
Because it's an official presentation. But the other days it's not in the calendar.
Okay.
Hey, Wanda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Real quick before we hang up, I just wanted to thank you for truly showing me even more what it's like to be a great leader. As many of us are learning, Renatus is a personal development candy that's inside of this real estate investing education wrapper. And one thing I know that I need to work on and focus on is my own leadership. And the way that's shown and the way you gain people's trust as their leaders through consistency. So it's just so admirable and amazing for you to show up. And just like Keely does, showing up day in and day out and knowing that we can count on you. And we could tune in at 8 a.m. We could tune in at 1 p.m. and that you'll be there to support us. So I just wanted to express my gratitude to both of you for all the energy you put into keeping this ship afloat and really showing strong feminine leadership skills. And one thing I wanted to share that has been really helpful for me, I just started working with William Lamb with NLP, and I didn't know if I could actually take on any more trainings because I have so much access to trainings. Yeah. But this one is when we're working with our clients and we find ourselves frustrated because we're not building that buying bridge for them to make a purchase, especially something like the Epics combo. There's this presupposition of NLP, and it says resistance in a client is a sign of a lack of rapport. There are no resistant clients, only inflexible communicators. Effective communicators accept and utilize all communication presented to them. So it really does put the responsibility back on ourselves to adjust our language and utilizing things like Drive to adjust our language to be able to build that bridge for people to trust us. So it reflects in many avenues in life. So thank you very much for the time and opportunity to grow together.
Thank you, Jana. And I admire you because I think it's been a few months. She comes and I want to talk to you. And she has some breakthroughs to go through. And because sometimes, you are born and you've been told, oh, I'm too little, I'm too brown, I'm too this, I'm too that. And like Les Brown said on the video, he was labeled mentally retarded, but hey, look at who he is now. And Jenna and we had a conversation, and I think she had a breakthrough moment. And after that, I have seen you shine and doing more things and accomplishing more. So I'm just happy to see you every day that I see your beautiful face and growing and shining. It's just amazing to see you progress. So thank you for everything you do too.
Thank you, Wanda.
You're welcome. Well, guys, it's top of the hour. We are not having my pit meeting today, so that's why I'm like, okay, so let me see if I have more questions and then we wrap it up. How can I see Wanda Spanish webinars to bring along my mother? I have a video that I have in which I can give, I can send it to you. Show up at 1, come at 1 if you can, and then I give you those resources. I want to get her on the same page as I am. Any help? Perfect. Yeah, anybody who is for Spanish speaking, just let me know and I'm here to assist. Love you so much, Jenna. Thank you, 100. Wow, Jenna. Yeah, Jenna is awesome. So Wanda, how can I, let me see this question. How can I join your Spanish classes, webinars? I don't do any Spanish, particularly like on, I started like to do it on the Saturdays, but people don't show up. I don't know why, but anyway, and we go bilingual when we meet. If somebody speaks Spanish, and we go back and forth. So join me at 1, and I'd be happy to assist you or guide you in the right direction. Jenna, you are so shining star. You are, Jenna. Thank you, and enjoy the 4th of July. Yes, thank you for reminding me that, Ada. And okay, guys, it is the top of the hour. We passed the time a little bit, but thank you so much for everything that you do. Yes, and happy 4th of July. Yes.
I wonder, can you, what was the author of that book that you were saying?
Clint Rogers.
Clint Rogers. Okay, I found it on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah,
I found it on.
Secrets of Master Healer. My goodness, that book is amazing. You can get healed. Even people from cancer have been healed.
Yeah, I checked it online, and yeah, it's on there. So it's a great book. I'm gonna get it.
Helps you. It helps you physically and mentally. So, thank you so much, guys.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you so much for always showing up and be a great leader. I second Jenna, what Jenna was saying about you and Keely. So thank you guys for showing up and support our community. It's been such an awesome journey with you.
Thank you, and have a great day. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your weekend, but be safe. And thank you all for your participation. You make a difference in this goal. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.